This
Now,
is true.
I was also thinking.
Right.
So for me, I always have felt like after looking at the Star Cruiser, I always felt like Avengers Campus would have made should have been what Star Cruiser is, where you kind of make it like you live on campus with the Avengers, where they're trying to like bring out your hero, like you're trying to determine what type of powers you're going to get. I think that would work great for Walt Disney World, given the fact that we can't have most of these characters in our parks, but we can have them in the resorts. We can that could be a great loophole.
That
That
is
could,
true.
and you don't even have to have like you can make a ride inside of there, one or two rides, and you could just say like, "Hey, this isn't a theme park. This isn't any of the stuff like that. This is a part of the experience when you're in this immersive hotel resort." And maybe that's how you get Marvel fully fleshed out to Florida.
Or even how they already have Avengers Campus at Disneyland. If they were to take the structure of the Star Cruiser for Star Wars, but implement that for Disneyland, so
Yeah.
you have what you just described, and it's now intertwined with the campus itself.
Yeah, Jaalin, you just blew my mind, bro. Like the Florida thing, you're right. That's a loophole. I'm sure of it. Like Disney doesn't have the theme park rights to Marvel. Okay, so build a resort.
You have everything else.
Brilliant. It's brilliant.
They did that with the monorails. I was looking at the monorail wrapping, and I'm like, y'all could do characters elsewhere,
Right? Because that just proved their point, because they had it on the monorail just as long as it doesn't go through.
It couldn't be on the Epcot line.
It couldn't be on the Epcot line. Yeah, they caught him on that a little bit. But yeah, it's interesting. There are loopholes regarding that, and I would wonder if that extends to like a resort style operation, or if that's specifically included in the language of the deal. I'm not sure, but that's an interesting idea.
I don't know if themes hotels were like that huge back in the day, so I don't know if that's what they wrote in, but I also know it would be hilarious to kind of, well, Disney would still eat his cake and get it too, but also what if people were just like, oh, I really like going to that Avengers Campus at Disney World, staying there. Well, let me go over to Universal, the Superhero Island, and go, do the Spider-Man ride, and go, like, you could continue your experience somewhere else. Like, you still have Marvel right down the street, so everybody gets to eat. Like, that would, but I know Disney, they don't want everybody to eat.
And
I don't want everybody to eat.
And this could actually be what Disney wants to see. I mean, if this is a huge success with the Star Cruiser, who's really to say what the next generation would be as far as them adding something like that to Walt Disney World?
Well, I
think this is why Chapek was really high on this. Go ahead.
Yeah.
No, you're absolutely right, George. Like, and we're kind of circling back, like from the early on, like we talked about how this could revolutionize the theme park industry. It's absolutely something that they want. This is the direction the industry wants to go in, where they have these themed experiences for 2 and 3 days beyond just immersiveness into a land. Now you're going to live, breathe, and eat and drink the franchise for multiple days.
Right at Talking Bay 7.
Right, yeah.
You could even do, Avatar too, if the sequels. I personally am not betting on the sequels coming out this year. I have been burned before. I've been burnt for a decade. I'm not going to sit. I don't trust James Cameron. I don't trust him to show up to his doctor appointment, let alone drop a new movie. So I'm a just wait to see and even when the trailer drops, I need to be sitting down there physically, popcorn in hand, and I need to see. Until it is. I had a friend of mine who felt the same way about with any of Disney's announcements when it comes to the park. Until you can physically sit down inside that seat, don't bet on anything yet.
Absolutely.
Don't bet. And that's how I feel about James Cameron. All I've seen is concept art, bro. I don't know, but that would be cool too. I think the sky is all the limit with this. My only problem is, when is it going to break? Because there's always a breaking point, and then what's left over with these experiences, and which ones stick and last out through time, which one, because I don't want a Disney Quest situation. I feel like that's something that I don't want to see, where they do experiment with something that's really but either the people don't show up, they're not making as much money, they don't keep up with it. And for $2,000 a night, especially here at Disney World, if I pay for this Star Wars experience and part of my excursion is to Batuu, don't give me no excuse that Rise isn't working 100% how it's supposed to be working.
That's a good.